Of course, a lot of people will be interested in this. It has to do with the cult as well as sacrifices and many dark things. Now, I'd like to state normally that a lot of people practice and worship, things to do with the Santa Muerte, and they aren't bad. They don't do bad things, the majority of them. They're peaceful people, and that's just their beliefs like anyone else. It doesn't necessarily mean they use violence or anything like that. With that being said, there are people who do. Now, if you didn't see the previous video I did on human sacrifices that are being realized in front of the Santa Muerte Capilla Chapel in Nogales, I highly suggest you check it out. It gives you a little bit more background on some of this whole narco-satanic, how they operate as far as when it comes to the relationship with the Santa Muerte. Because there definitely is a relationship, actually, and actually one of the tombs, if you want to call them that, or chapels that we're about to see. I say tombs because they killed people here. A lot of them mark the places they killed people as a sacrifice and stuff before they built it or after they built it. So it's basically someone's tomb. But I'll show you one. It actually has, a little red devil, Satan, basically, painted on the front of it beside it. So with that being said, this is Las Capillas de Marquez, and it's on the highway to Nuevo Italia, which is in Michoacan. Now, the one we're looking at here, you can see she has the world in her hands. It's a pretty common drawing. The candles, of course, it's like a worship candle. Here in Mexico, they put long burning candles in front of graves or places of worship. It's a sign of respect or honor. Now, we're going to go check out some of the other ones that are a little bit more dark. Right here, you guys can read what it says. I'm not bad. I just do what you ask me to. And you guys can see the date. Alright? Something's going to happen on that date, right? Now, you can see here, there's a lighter left as an offering. They'll usually leave cigarettes, but the wind might have blown them away or something. It is constant storms around this area. And you can see the Mexican style painting in the background with the roses, and of course it's the death right here, as well as the other one with the world in her hands and the scales of justice, I believe, in a Sith. Now, some of these aren't too dark, but then you look at one like this, where you can see she has the world in her hands, and then there's the devil at her side. Pretty dark stuff. This is obviously over the hills there of Nuevo Italia and Michoacan, that area where she reigns, because death is a permanent fixture there. It says that it's done at your will, not at mine. Is basically what's being said there. You guys look at those, pretty crazy, man. And this one's dark as well, of course. This one has to do with, of course, the flames of the underworld. This one looked like someone tried to damage it, maybe. It looks like maybe they put a little bit of graffiti over it. Crazy stuff in this world we live in, everybody. If you want to look at this one as well. The triangle. Of course, has a cult meaning. The beer's left. You can see that some of the cigarettes, the candles are actually still lit. The flowers, everything about it, it's some of it has symbolic meaning. Some of it's is ritualistic, of course. Of course, this is some type of code, or someone's name, someone's clave. Very dark, you know. I say that because at this place they've killed dozens and dozens of people, if not maybe hundreds. There's really no actual count because we all know the numbers cannot be trusted. But there's been people decapitated ritually. You know, people with their throats slit ritually. You sacrifice an animal and bleed it out. Uh, People died of gunshots, stab wounds, just about every way you can think of, but usually brutal, and usually more often than not personal, and they don't use guns, but it does happen sometimes, they use firearms. Crazy stuff, everybody. This keeps growing too. This is something that if you can't see the dates on some of the ones I showed you that are pretty recent. This one right here, I think, was the first one, if I remember correctly. Look at that date, everybody. Tomorrow. I'm just playing with you guys. You guys in the United States, I'm just messing with you. If you want to look, we switch it around here. So this would be May 7th. Yeah. But it's the point being, it's very recent. You know, you can just see how new the paint is on top of the date. And this could be an older structure, and they came and painted this after maybe a new favor was completed. And you can actually see a long time as people leave things there and offerings and stuff like that that usually have to do with things they asked or they're completing a promise they made. That's usually how it works. And if you don't complete said promise, she takes something very close to you, which could be a family member or use your imagination. Very dark, but that's the truth about it. And that's why I'm here. So subscribe, hit the like button. You guys know what time it is. Notifications. Have a good one.